Happy now and love always. Laura.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. How does it feel to you when we just rest like this together, Laura?
It feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've got a really annoying Christmas song going around in my head. And just noticing that and just having a rest and feeling grateful and yeah, as soon as we
Yes.
can, it just it's so easy.
Just a sweet flow.
So easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a natural gratitude. Like it's not for anything or anyone. It's just arises and
Yeah.
Feels very lucky to have that. There's so much going on in the world and such luck to have gratitude for no reason.
Beautiful just to be able to sit and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just feeling what those chemicals do in the nervous system when they can just flow. Yeah.
It's so nice to just feel it dropping more and more and yeah.
And just feeling what just meeting like this, what it does to the whole field of life in a way, it's just it's funny to speak it like that, but it's a frequency that
Yeah, and again, like if you look for it, you may see it and you may not think it's there, but it's a different thing to something you could kind of look for and notice in the way you behave or the way the world's behaving, but it does something.
Yeah. Mm. That's beautiful. Darren. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Isaac, and everyone.
Yeah. Oops. Hey there. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, sweetheart. Where are you right now?
Tenerife.
Tenerife. Okay, cool.
It's really nice and sunny.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, Eva. Ah, Lucas. Hey, Lucas.
Hi.
Whatever, however it is, just let it be like that. Just, if possible, without any judgment or wanting it to be different, just a gentle noticing. Yeah, it's okay that it is like it is. It just is. Yeah. And however it is, it changes. Hi, X, welcome. You're welcome to raise your hand at some point. But right now, I'm just with Lucas. I don't know how you sense it, Lucas, but for me, there was a shift just a couple of moments ago. We got a bit quieter. There's emotion there. See it and feel it. Whilst whatever's happening is happening, just sense if, I guess you got me on big screen, but just sense if I'm with you. So, you know, it's like you're just noticing what's going on in you, but you're also sensing that there's presence, yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. Deeper breath comes. You know, because we don't have the capacity to actually make skin contact like that. If I was sitting right in front of you, I'd offer my hand or a foot just to feel contact. That you can imagine it, if you like. If you can just try to see if it brings some regulation in the system. Just also a lot of times, you know, in the physical meetings when we meet people, sometimes just come and off would you like a hand on your shoulder or just Just to have that sense of contact, yeah? You can imagine it. It's totally fine for contact. Just let it. If it's possible, just let it do what it's doing. It's okay. You don't have to control it. It's totally fine. This is just how life is living itself right now. Yeah? There's no need to speak, but you're so welcome to speak if speaking wants to happen. Really no need at all.
It's so much going on, so many layers. I think
Yeah.
it's like there's so much pushing people away for so many years now, and
If it's possible, just to honor that that's how your system is surviving right now. It's nothing you're doing. Yeah. If it was up to you, would it be like that? No. So you can see something's happening deep in the nervous system that it needs to express in that way for right now. And if it's possible, just to honor it. It's not comfortable, I know. And we're not going to stop there. We're going to explore deeper, but it starts with honoring it. It's like your nervous system unconsciously is doing that.
so if someone wants to come close to me, I'm running, I'm pushing away, I'm whatever. And the moment they turn away from me, I'm running, I'm trying, I'm
Lucas, is it you that's doing it, or is it an unconscious pattern in you that's doing it? Just make that distinction.
it's my system doing it or something.
It's your system doing it. So it's an unconscious pattern that does that, yeah? And just what difference does it make to say I'm doing it and to recognize there's something unconscious playing in you that's doing it? Is there a difference in that, in those ways of seeing it?
It's, yeah, it's difficult to see it from a distance or to see it as not me.
Yeah. It's a pattern playing, yeah?
It's like me.
It feels like you. Of course it feels like you. I get it.
And
But then if I ask you the question, if it was up to you, would it do it that way? If you had a choice, would you do it that way?
no,
No. Okay, that answers the question then, yeah? Something's playing. We don't know where that pattern comes from. It can be inherited, it can be from trauma. We just don't know. But that's, you know, when that pattern is playing, it has a function.
it's
It's trying to help you stay safe or something. Yeah? But my question goes deep. In this moment, do you have a sense that you're pushing me away? Just this moment, this instant. Because to me, it doesn't feel like that. To me, this feels vulnerable and honest.
at the moment it's more like yeah, I'm more on the other side right now, like wanting to jump into contact or saving myself by running after or something.
Yeah. So just in this moment, regardless of if there's a pattern of wanting to, of running after, as you spoke it, just sense, as we rest in here, is there separation between us? Where's you? Where's me? And you're nothing, not politically correct or anything. Just you're right now, the light of me is coming in your eyes. Whatever you call my energy, you feel it in you, in awareness. The sounds you hear in awareness. Yeah.
There's some laughter coming with something.
Yeah.
Don't want to allow it.
You know, it's like how it is, and then the automatic interpretation of how it is. For most of us, the information of the moment always interpreted through our conditioning and through our trauma load and through a whole bunch of stuff. But then just noticing how it actually is different than the interpretation.
It feels like it's like I'm trying to relax in a room and there's a screaming child. This is how it feels. And
Yeah, it's okay. You know, if you put on a pair of sunglasses and you're looking at the world, it looks a certain way, yeah? You take the sunglasses off and the world looks different. But when you have the sunglasses on, it's an experience. It feels like that. But the moment you take the sunglasses off, you see, oh, there was something that was filtering the moment, yeah?
so is this all that has to happen, that I'm not mistaking myself to be this screaming child, or is there anything else? It feels like it needs something more.
Yeah, okay. So slowly, we're looking here. So there's, well, most of us, we have filters, yeah? At least some of the time. When we go to deep sleep, everything disappears. We don't need filters, yeah? In deep sleep, it's gone, everything's gone. Then we wake up, and then some of the habits, some of the mechanisms start to filter our experience, yeah? And then we end up with a felt sense of ourselves and a felt sense of how life seems to us at that moment. So I call that a filter, yeah?
Mhm.
And so we're just seeing if, yeah, like whatever the filter is, you know, usually it happened, we got conditioned way before there was any chance to say, no thanks, I don't want that conditioning. And with trauma, we inherited from who knows how many generations back. And so that's also oftentimes a filter that the system looks through. It doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel seen, it doesn't feel loved, whatever it is, yeah? And all of that changes our experience. For sure. So that filter, whatever that filter is, we don't ask for it, we don't choose it. Usually, we don't even notice that there's a filter there. We just think that that's how life is. It doesn't get questioned, yeah, at all.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I
cool.
don't
Yeah.
feel this, but I don't know, in the past it was enough to just, okay, remember, just see it for what it is. And
Yeah.
lost its power, and now I got clear again somehow.
Yeah, and look, that can come and go, Lucas. You know, sometimes it's like something triggers something, and then we're looking through that filter again, and we can't even remember the last time it was clear. You know, I mean, in all of our experience, when there's a big upset in our system, I think we've all experienced that, yeah? Where there's a big upset, then we can't imagine being at peace. And when we're at peace, we can't imagine being so upset. It's so crazy.
Mm.
You don't have to do anything to be peace. It's just like something, somehow, in the system, it just starts to quieten down or it starts to tighten up. That's all. And really, we don't have much control on that. As we're speaking and resting here together, is your system going more in the direction of tightening up and more in the direction of relaxing? And you can answer truthfully. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to pretend with me. Just however you sense it.
It's like it's all down here, and I'm talking from somewhere above it, but I don't really, I don't know how to say it, but it's like touching it for a moment and then again going
Yeah,
to it.
okay. But you're touching it for moments, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah, cool. And that's, you know, like if your system is touching a layer of trauma, that's exactly how it would respond. So we don't know what we're touching in because
It's
all you notice is that you touch it for moments, and then again the activation kicks in.
all I know is that I don't know, that I'm completely freaking out when this really takes over. It's like complete madness.
I get it.
Survival, and like.
And is it in this moment, is it complete madness or there's a little bit of distance? Just in this moment, please, not even 1 second before, just now,
It feels controlled at the moment in a way, but the
control.
potential is fully there, but sometimes
Yeah.
controlled.
Okay. Cool. See, I never know if how I'm feeling is how it actually is. But to me, it feels like the system was exploring where it was controlling, of letting that control free, letting it loose. I don't know if that's your experience or not, but to me it feels.
It's like I can't feel the connection anymore right now. I can't feel you anymore. It's like
It's okay. And there's awareness, yeah. You feel the vibration, the frequency of the what you call your body, or the bodying. How's that feel to you? How do you register that?
it's very tight in the belly. It's like,
Tight on the belly.
but the rest is quite relaxed.
Okay.
Throat is a little tight too. And it's like I cannot really speak from my full truth or something because it's too painful or whatever.
What do you feel in your hands and your arms?
Yeah, there's some tingling in my hands.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You have a sense that the quality of your attention is soft or it's hard? Is it gentle or is it? Without right or wrong or good or bad, just how do you sense your quality of attention?
At the moment it gets into my belly, it gets tight. But when I'm just in the room, it's like more soft.
Just gently and just noticing the soft attention versus the hard attention, or which, what's the difference or what happens? As soon as we want something to be different, or we have an idea of how it should be, or something like that, our attention gets hard, judgmental. Seems to me that quality of attention always makes it worse. And when the attention is soft and just curious and exploring, that opens things up anyway.
When there's something cramping and, I don't know, protecting from the pain or something, it's like it's difficult to focus on something else.
No, it's not even focusing on something else. Just, one focus would be like, this is wrong, this is bad, this means something about me, there's something wrong with me, why am I so fucked up, or something like that. And another would be, oh, wow, this is amazing. I'm here, I'm interested in being present in this moment, and all this other things are going on, and I'm curious. Often our habit of attention has been conditioned through this idea of right and wrong and good and bad, and certain doesn't allow everything just to be how it is, yeah? So it wants it to be different.
It's just so painful.
Yeah, for sure. When the tension is hard, that is suffering, it's pain. But yet the hardness promises that it's going to try and help us, but it doesn't work. And maybe it takes a while to recognize that hard quality of attention. It's not useful, not helpful. It's trying to help, but it doesn't.
Feels like it needs someone. This.
Yeah, very often it is like that. It needs another sort of nervous system to regulate through. So the moment we're here.
Somehow I feel like I'm cut off again.
That's okay. That'll come and go with us. You're touching, whatever you're touching, it's going to go backwards and forwards. So just let it do that. Let it do its thing without fighting with it or making it mean something. Just that. It's how to learn something new. Goes backwards and forwards. few moments ago, something started to see the sense of humor in it all. And then again, shift and it sees it differently. Yeah, so it goes from being funny to being serious, you know, backwards and forwards. It's just, but in the midst of all these movements and everything that's going on, who are you, Lucas? Who are you? Are you this experience? Are you the movements? Who are you?
Feels like I'm still this child and I can't let go of it for some reason.
So it feels like that.
Mm.
But is that who you are?
Something in me that I'm holding on to, or something is holding on.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you can see it's not you. That's all. And holding on, that has a function too. It's not something you would do unconsciously, no problem.
So what?
Unconsciously, that holding on,
That's holding on.
it would serve something, you know, it's how your system has survived till now. That's just important to recognize it's not who you are. Something playing in you, filter, whatever you want to call it. And yet there's a knowing it's not who you are. Hmm. Okay. Look, when we started, your system was quite emotional. There was depression. It's not, it's different now. So slowly, something's unwinding. This, if you want to go fast, go very slow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kill it with- Antje.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Antje.
The body is very tired.
Hmm.
Maybe we can rest a little bit.
You know, it- for me, it was interesting to. What's the difference between when we say the body's tired or the body's very tired?
I have no idea. Okay, the body is tired.
Because if we say it's very tired,
Yeah.
then for me it sounds like, you know, the body's being tired and somehow we didn't listen to it and give it rest, and then we pushed it until it was very tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working a lot in the last days. I'm working at the moment, and I have a long telephone call with Florian. He's in Bali with his family. And it's very difficult. So I need a little rest.
Yeah.
No, I need not, but it was fine. It's fine.
How is it now?
And there's still tiredness, but and in the same moment, all is well.
All is well.
Yeah.
That's all. Then the tiredness, you just take rest, yeah? Take a nap or
Yes.
a good sleep.
Yes. Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah. Florian. Hi.
Hi, hi. Hello, Isaac. Hello, group. Nice to see you all. So, my body soul system is on Bali. And it's quite interesting to meet my wife and my children. And there is a question I have. For the last half year, it changed so much. And my wife cannot see it. She's not possible. So she's always talking to the person I've been. And it's interesting to recognize what's happening, because it seems to be like she tries to meet on a level which is not possible anymore, but it's triggering something old. You understand what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
So there's a recognizing that there's something coming up in the system, like movements to stand, to do something, to show something, but it's not possible anymore. So it's strange.
So just for fun, Florian, no right, no wrong, no good, no bad, but you said my wife. So just to explore, it's an interesting way of speaking. We say this is my wife, and with it, there's all kinds of cultural conditionings around that, and like family conditions around that, and it's an orientation. So we're just looking for a moment what entanglement happens, or what happens in just referencing like that, my whatever it is. And again, it's not from right or wrong or good or bad or a special way to be, just looking to see this. We've grown up with that way of looking at things. My wife, my car, my body, my children.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. There is no my.
There is no my. Yeah.
This is you're right. Yeah, of course. I know. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then once you can see, okay, here's an expression formerly known as Prince or my wife or whatever. I'm making a joke there, you know, Prince changed, formerly known as the man called Prince, but anyway, he changed his name to whatever. So here's an expression of life that used to be seen as mine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So it's a condition. In the end, it's a condition.
It's a condition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And if
And
that
so-
loosens its grip, if you see that and you go, wait a second, okay, look, this is, it's you know, like it's an expression of life where some entanglement happened through conditioning, through, you know, like patterns playing. You know, because it's a funny thing, like what I've seen in this journey, I could say like that, is like, you know, we get together with someone and we say, okay, you're mine. And so both people agree to that, you're mine. Now we belong to each other. And then through that filter, how they spend their money, who they sleep with, how they live, yeah, becomes very important, yeah. And then if we split up with them, or we hold that idea, splitting up now, whatever that means, then after some time, doesn't matter how they spend their money, doesn't matter what they do with their life, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, of course. At all,
Yeah.
yes. And this is also, this is really the core, I think, in the moment.
Yeah,
It's really the point, because here on Bali, in this group of people, they are all projecting the future. They are looking for how we can live, what we could build up, how could the new living together could be with the family and so on, you know. So it's always
Yeah.
protecting the future, and it's quite
Yes.
interesting how much strength they do in it, and how much
Yes.
joy they try to do in it, and so on. But it's always a trying, and it's always like a building on sand. For me, it's,
Beautiful,
you know,
beautiful, 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 beautiful. And then
this is the point.
yeah. So now here's the thing. So you see it's built on sand. It's made out of nothing. And all you
It's
have
made out of nothing.
is in the moment.
That's it.
Just in the moment. And so in the moment, you know, like we have feelings that come and go and change. I mean, depending on how much we slept the night before, whether there's an upset. I mean, it's like, it's not reliable at all. It's just like, so underneath it, there's just the space in which this whole movie is appearing, yeah? Feelings, judgments, thoughts, everything. And at times, something grabs on something, and at other times, it's just like, wow, what a movie, yeah? It's just it's like a dream or a nightmare, whatever, depending on how, yeah.
Yeah. And so this is the next level is, okay, we know this is it's just built on sand. So no,
Yeah.
it's just an illusion.
Yeah,
And we know somehow how to I don't, the words are not
Play,
so easy
just take
to
your
find
time,
in the
take
moment.
your time, take your time, just play.
Somehow we are in the game, somehow
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
Okay, so there is some illusion of, for example, there is the illusion of responsibility for the kids, for the children.
Mhm,
It's also an illusion, because
mhm.
in the end there is nothing. There are no children.
Yeah, and what's funny in that is at the moment, I could say my youngest daughter is visiting me. She just arrived from, and so when I look at it, here's a being on her journey, and in that movie, I'm Papa. I'm the father. And so I don't have to do anything for that. It just is, that's, you could say, the construction, or that's the, and so I can, you know, when I'm just here and I'm not trying to be a good father, I'm not trying to be anything, I'm just present. Something relaxes in the whole thing. If I have some idea of trying to be anything, it constricts. So, and then you know, we meet each other fresh, and it's just like it's, and I guess from her side, there's some romanticizing Papa, which is totally fine. I get it. It's okay. It's that's what that system needs. And then there's just where it meets itself within this whole thing in a sweet way that doesn't, you know, it's innocent. It's just,
Yeah. This is quite funny somehow.
yeah,
You know, that
yeah,
to recognize this games in the end. There are rules, there are different rules to play, or yeah, not rules, what's the word? Characters, sorry. There are different characters to play.
yeah.
And so if the recognizing is there, that it's just a play, it's somehow like really easy. Because, okay, then there's the play of the father, there's the play of the husband, or somehow the friend, whatever it needs in the moment. And it's touching somehow to recognize people around here which are so bounded in constructions, in you know what I mean?
Yeah,
to make visions, to make it good, to make it better than the others, to make a super world. Yeah, we try to make the world a better place somehow. It's quite touching somehow in the system to recognize this. Ooh, okay, quite interesting.
Yeah,
So
definitely, yeah.
It's, for me, it was very good, and the center of the speaking with you now, the presence. In the end, it's just presence always.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. And doesn't matter how we try and plan it, or, you know, I mean, sure, you can sit, okay, how are we going to move forward? And but it'll change within, it changes all the time. So you can play that funny game, you know, okay, this is what we project, but you know, it's written in sand. It's not, it's just, it is what it is. If it gives some comfort, it's this funny thing, you know, in relating, you know, I could say with my mom, I had so little in common, but I knew it was important for her that I called once, you know, or once a week or something. That gave her system something, and I could do it. I could I could make a phone call, and we never spoke about anything real, but just the fact that I called gave her system something, and I could give that gift. Even though sometimes I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy, you know, the same conversation for 20 years. How's the weather? How are the kids? That's- yeah.
Yeah, somehow it's a serving. It's a serving. You served it
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this system,
Well,
and it's
that's
out
it.
of love. So
That's it.
it's
Yeah.
fantastic. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's another
Fantastic.
story
Okay,
that just
so in
came
this,
to my mind that I think you might enjoy. You know, the life of Buddha. You know, when he was born. You know, like in India, they always would do a horoscope, and then they saw in his horoscope that he would become a sadhu, and his father was the king, and Buddha was his heir, who was supposed to take over the kingdom, and he didn't want him to become a sadhu. You know, a renunciate. So he forbade any spiritual talk in the palace. Nothing was allowed. Only young, beautiful people were allowed in there. No problems. Nothing that could trigger young Buddha to Gautama at that point to question anything. At a young age, married off to the beauty of the land, children. But destiny is destiny, and at some point, you know, he wanted to see more, so he left the palace. He left his wife and his children, and he went off and he did all his meditating and all his exploring, everything for years, yeah, until finally he realized himself. And so then he came back, and his wife was pissed because, no, I mean, he left, and she, you know, she wasn't allowed to have another partner, and she had to raise the kids by herself, and so she was pissed at him. And so when he came back, she was shouting at him and upset with him, and he, at one point, he looked at her and he said, just take a look and see if the man standing in front of you is the same man that left 30 years ago, or however long it was. And she looked and she said, no. He said, then who are you upset with? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a nice story because it brings something into view. So yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. This is good.
Yeah. So whatever, you know, this being, this woman, where there was entanglement, now is she the same one that you were married to? And are you the same one that she was married to? You can see, no, it's not the same anymore. So then what's happening here? Just ideas playing with ideas in a certain way, and it's okay.
Thank you so much.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you for playing, exploring. Yeah. Enjoy Bali. We're in Bali, in Ubud, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But it's amazing here. I love it.
Yeah.
So a high level energy of the people, and
Yeah.
it's such somehow they are so innocent and so it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's quite the wonder. Somehow it's really a wonder.
It is a wonder,
So
yeah.
I enjoy it so much, and I enjoy the high level energy. I enjoy the power, which is looting the system here, because it's really, I can't understand, but I feel. It's
Beautiful.
really a strong feeling of the high level energy. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, sweet family.
Love, peace, beauty. Thank you, Ava, for hosting. Thank you all. Happy now, love always. Ciao.